good day. I am Arne Mijares, and today I am going to discuss my topic in comparative education, which is the requirements in hiring of faculty. Requirements in hiring of faculty. Legal basis for public school teachers. DepEd Order Number 7, Series of 2015, which is the hiring guidelines for Teacher 1 position for school year 2015 to 2016, shall be the basis for the hiring policies for kindergarten, elementary, and junior high levels, while DepEd Order Number 3, Series of 2016, for senior high school teaching positions from here on until further notice. Background and rationale. The Department of Education system greatly relies on the competence of its teachers. Hence, one of the primary issues the department aims to address through its comprehensive implementation of the K-12 basic education program is the need to highly competent teachers in public elementary and secondary schools. The program plans to achieve this objective through significantly improving professional standards that will better ensure that the teachers hired are able to substantially contribute to the development of lifelong learners. Furthermore, the hiring system is also set to provide opportunities for the absorption of all qualified kindergarten volunteers and LGU hired teachers into the national plantilla. Faithful to the merit and fitness principle of the civil service doctrine of the Constitution and DepEd's continuing thrust to enhance the quality of basic education, their hiring guidelines are hereby promulgated for Teacher 1 positions, consistent with the pertinent provisions of existing laws, rules, and regulations effective school year 2015 to 2016. Scope. These guidelines will apply to filling up of newly created or vacancies for Teacher 1 positions in public elementary, including kindergarten and secondary schools shall cover the following areas or aspects. 1. Announcement of vacancies and receipt of application. 2. Verification and validation of documents submitted. 3. Evaluation and selection of qualified applicants. And 4. Appointment of qualified applicants. And lastly, monitoring of division office compliance with hiring guidelines by the regional office. Okay, let's move on to the definition of terms. So, applicant. Applicant refers to a person who holds a valid certificate of registration or the professional license of a teacher from the Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC seeking to be appointed to a teacher position, Teacher 1 position. So next is the bona fide resident. So bona fide resident refers to an applicant who has been residing for at least 6 months at the barangay, municipality, city, or province in which the school being applied to for a teaching position is located, as evidenced by the personal data sheet and a voter's identification card or any proof of residency as deemed acceptable by the school screening committee. So that's the bona fide resident, I mean. An applicant also has taught in LGU, funded teacher, kindergarten, volunteer teachers, or the substitute teachers for at least 1 year in the barangay, municipality, or city where the school being applied to for a teaching position is located shall also be considered as the bona fide resident to be validated also by the certificate of employment. So next is the locality. Locality. So locality refers to the barangay, municipality, city, or province where the school being applied is located. Next is qualified applicant. So qualified applicant refers to an applicant who has been screened and who therefore meets the evaluation and selection of criteria used by the school division as provided for in the enclosed guidelines. Lastly is the Registry of Qualified Applicants, or what we call as the RQA. So refers to the official list of applicants who obtained an overall score of 70 points and above based on the criteria sets and as a result of the evaluation and selection process. So this is the definition of terms that can be seen in the hiring guidelines. Basic rules on hiring and deployment of teacher positions. Public school teachers requesting for transfer to another station are not considered new applicants and are therefore not subject to these hiring guidelines. So we have DepEd Order number 22, series of 2013, otherwise known as the Revised Guidelines on the Transfer of Teachers from one station to another shall be strictly observed. Upon a teacher's appointment, assignment to a station, and acceptance of the position, he or she shall not be transferred to another school until after rendering at least 3 years of service in that school. Residents of the locality, LGU-funded teachers, substitute teachers, volunteer teachers, and Philippine Business for Education graduates under the 1,000 Teachers Program shall be subject to these hiring guidelines. As provided in Section 26B, Paragraph 2 of RE 9293, entitled "An Act amending certain sections of Republic Act Number 7836, otherwise known as the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994. It is stated there that teachers who have not practiced their profession for the past 5 years shall be required to take at least 12 units in education courses consisting of at least 6 units of content courses. DepEd Teacher 1 application process and requirements. All applicants shall register to the department's online system at application.deped.gov.ph, where they must encode their personal data and select the division where they want to be ranked. Once submitted, an applicant number will be issued. In the submission of application requirements, this number must be indicated. Each division shall assign an email address where the system will forward the application. The applicants who have already submitted requirements prior to the release of these guidelines must still register the online system, after which they shall submit their applicant number to the division office. An applicant shall submit to the head of the elementary or secondary school where teacher shortage or vacancies exist a written application with the applicant number indicated, supported by the following documents. These are the following documents. We have CSE Form 212 Revised 2017, Certified Photocopy of Pre-RC Professional Identification Card, Certified Photocopy of Ratings obtained in the LET Ratings, Certified Photocopy of Transcript of Records, copies of service records, performance rating, and school clearance for those with teaching experience, certificates of specialized training, if any, certified copy of voter's ID, or any proof of residency as deemed acceptable by the school screening committee, and BI clearance, and lastly, the omnibus certification of authenticity and veracity of all documents submitted by the applicant. Evaluation and selection committees. So we have school screening committee. So school screening committee receive the applicant's documents, and the division selection committee will verify the documents submitted by the school screening committee. They are also the one evaluates applicants' education, teaching experience, demonstration, and their interviews. So that's the functions of the evaluation shall be evaluated using the criteria or the following criteria. We have education, teaching experience, letter rating, specialized training and skills with the certificates, interview, demonstration teaching, and English communication skills. Constituting and utilizing the Registry of Qualified. The RQA is the list of qualified applicants for appointment, which shall include their names, permanent addresses, and final evaluation ratings. It shall be used in filling up new items and natural vacancies for Teacher 1 positions. The cut-off score for inclusion in the RQA is 70 points. The RQA should be 1. Published in order of highest to lowest scores of the applicant. 2. Show both the result of each criterion and the final overall rating. 3. Only includes those who obtain total scores of 70 points and above. 4. Indicate the date posting. And 5. The last, signed by the SDS. RQA should be ready by the last week of April of every year so that qualified applicants may be appointed by May 1. The RQA shall be valid for a period of 1 school year. As a general rule, only applicants listed in the RQA are eligible for hiring and appointment, with priority given to bona fide residents of the barangay, municipality, city, or province where the school is located. Appointment of qualified applicants, the school superintendent or the SDS. Post the signed complete results or the RQA in at least 3 conspicuous places in the division office and on the website of the division office. Advise newly hired teachers to report for their first day of work on May 15, provided that appointment papers are already in order. That's all with my report. Thank you for watching. Keep safe and God bless us all.